Greetings, folks. This is another episode of the American Privilege. The American Privilege. The United States of America. Foreign countries need to take note of who we are. Foreign countries, foreign governments, neighbors, and overseas need to understand who we are. In Mexico, they are cheating us and at the same time laughing at us. In Mexico, you have a border fence, but there's a southern border of Mexico. In Mexico, it is illegal for you to cross that border, and you will be shot, certainly put in jail, and most definitely sent back to where you came from, unless you're going to America, and they let you go then. In Mexico, you have a hard time even owning property as Americans, but they can come over here and build what they want to build. So it's time that we decide what is really the problem with the immigration, illegal immigration to America. And it is not about the poor Mexicans trying to find a job. It is not about poverty. I want you to think. The one thing you must bring to my videos is thinking. Now, I know they tell you that Mexico is a poor nation and these poor immigrants are trying to find a job to take care of themselves. Now, that part is true. They are trying to find a job to take care of themselves, most of them. But Mexico is far from a poor country. Mexico is a very rich country. Mexico, like America, was founded by Europeans, Spaniards in Mexico's case, Germans and English here in America. And those Europeans control both Mexico and America. The Europeans basically still control America. But the slaves and the Indians in America fought for their freedoms. The Indians surrendered and went on the reservation, but black folks continue to fight. And now we have freedom. But the Indians in Mexico are being controlled by Mexicans, by the Spaniards. What you are calling Mexican folks are not the people running across that border illegally. You look at the president of Mexico. You look at the assembly of Mexico. Look at the TV stations. Turn the volume off and look at the newscasters. Look at the people in their soap operas. Look at their movie stars. Look at who run the businesses in Mexico. Do you see people looking like Erik Estrada crossing the border? Do you see blonde and red heads like Charo crossing the border? Do you see these Europeans, blonde, blue-eyed, walking through your neighborhoods trying to cut your grass? No. You see short, straight black hair Indians crossing the border. Now, what does it take to get you to want to cross 200 miles of desert just to cut my grass? What's going on in Mexico that would force people to walk days, force them to go through being raped and robbed and cheated just to cut my grass and wash my car? There's something going on in Mexico, and it's racist. It is racism when 12% of the population, the Europeans, are running the entire country. And the Indians are being forced to cross this border. That's what the problem is, folks. And it will not be solved until they do what America did. America faced their problems. America faced their racist problem in the past. And we marched and we demonstrated, Europeans and Africans. And we changed the system. That's what has to happen in Mexico. Send those guys back with guns. You want to change Mexico? Overnight it'll change. If you want to fight Mexico, Mr. Trump, you want to bring up a trumpet, bring up the problems of these small, short, straight black hair, high cheekbone Indians crossing the border, or the blonde, blue-eyed, red-headed, Spanish-speaking people there around the country. That's the problem. Wake up, America. It's a racial problem. It is 1950 in Mexico. Back with more. Mason Weaver here.